So, we always start it with so. We're here in Edinburgh. Podcast time. No, we're not. We're in Liverpool.
Oh dear.
That's a terrible start.
Oh dear.
We can't start again. This is the fourth time we've started it. As Matt's eating a Kit Kat, taking a swig of water, clapped very loudly.
Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. Shall I just go over it? Let's go. Right, we're in business. What are we doing? What are we doing in Liverpool?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm supposed to be asking you. I thought I asked the questions and you answered. You're
work.
more interesting than me.
Yeah, well, that's what my mum says. So let's do it.
Your mum
I'm
specifically says she's more interesting than me.
Yeah.
Or you're just more interesting than other people.
Are
you going to sit down somewhere?
Yeah, I'm like Tom Cruise. I'm everywhere. I'm
What?
a bit hyperactive, he's a bit... Doesn't work on radio.
What?
What are we doing in Liverpool?
Yeah, I'll ask the question.
Good question, then.
What are we doing in Liverpool, Matt?
We're putting together a guide for a well-known car rental company.
Are you allowed to say which car rental company?
Enterprise.
Will this go up before the piece?
No. Yeah, it might do, actually. Yeah, probably.
Crikey.
So, we're filming this on the... What day is it?
Filming.
Oh, yeah. Recording it on the middle of October.
Yeah. Why are you telling people the date? It doesn't...
Cause, oh, yeah. It
22nd of October.
We'll get it out as soon as possible. So, we've been exploring the city and taking in Liverpool's independent sites. So
For instance?
So you tell us.
No, I've forgotten. I can't remember the names.
Well, we last went to Panna.
Panna,
didn't we?
We've
Panna.
been there twice. I think you
Coffee
should
shop.
name places we've been twice.
Panna, which is next to the hotel we're staying at, which is Hotel Indigo.
It's a coffee shop.
It's a coffee shop.
You can't just say Panna.
They do good coffee, and they've got a good ginger skeleton outside.
They do have a ginger skeleton.
Which is...
And a skeleton dog.
Yeah,
For
for Halloween. Pretty spooky stuff.
Yeah. You idiot.
Just banged my head on the telly. We're in a snug room.
No, we're not. We've got to crowd around the phone because there's
Oh yeah.
because it's being charged.
Yeah.
I do like a hotel that has a USB port.
Never been in a hotel that's got one, so it's the first for me. Isn't that good?
Never been in a hotel, so you can charge your phone up on that as well. On the radio alarm clock.
Can you?
Yeah. There's a thing at the top.
You don't need to.
But only for an iPhone 3 and I think 4. But
Well,
not
I've gone
5.
up in the world. Oh, I'm on 4.
Yeah, you can charge 4.
Alright, that's pretty sweet.
I thought you were on 5 now.
It's a 4.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a 4. So we got a free Kit Kat in the room and a packet of crisps and some water. Which I was going to say is an improvement on the BMW freebies that I got, which were BMW chocolates. Which is like a
chocolate.
Yeah, it was a bit lame. And they gave us a Ford Mustang toy. But it said not for use under the age of 15 on the box.
Hang on, you got a Ford Mustang toy from BMW?
Sorry.
Can't be right.
Sorry, the other way around. We're talking about the Ford trip. BMW.
So you're slagging off BMW's...
slagging off anybody. BMW...
You're slating their free...
I didn't get any freebies in the room from BMW.
None?
Nothing.
Not even a bottle of water?
Yeah, but that's complimentary anyway, isn't it, in the hotel room?
Yeah.
So where else have we been? Well, we did go to the Pen Factory, which is like a...
That was good, I like that. That was the best
It says
food we've
New
eaten
York
so far.
themed
What?
on the... so...
New York themed?
Hang on.
It was tapas.
Yeah, rein it back a bit. So, just a bit of context, we've been following the independent map guide to Liverpool.
Independent map company guide.
Company guide, Indie Map Co, which are our friends Lee and Mike, and we followed the map. And it took us to the Pen Factory, which I'm sure it says it's a New York themed... Maybe it doesn't.
I don't think it does. It's tapas.
Yeah, but the place.
But it's tapas. It's Spanish. It's all Spanish.
Right, it was good.
The menu's in Spanish. Don't.
That's not going to work, is
No.
it? Sorry.
Don't drag
That's
things
the
across the table.
Atmosphere.
It's Spanish. Tapas.
It was great.
I'm not going to say any of the words.
It was great.
It was really good. Small plates.
Nick had
They love small
Nick,
plates.
you had a
in Liverpool.
whiskey, and it was only 12 o'clock.
I had a whiskey and I
Yeah.
thought they only charged me £2 for it. That's how cheap it is up north.
Pretty good.
Cocktails are cheap. That place we went, what was that place called? Berry and
Rye.
Rye. Speakeasy. We have to knock on the door.
We didn't know.
No, we just opened it.
We just walked into a smoke.
And then where are edgy cocktail bars going to end? Because this one, you're supposed to knock on the door.
But you don't need to.
Let's set the scene. From the outside, it's a ripe for demolition building, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like an old corner shop that closed 10 years ago and has been boarded up.
Yeah.
It looks terrible. You'd never go in there for a drink because you wouldn't even know it's got a drink.
That's the point of
Exactly.
Speakeasy.
But when you go in there, you then sit under a sewing machine desk.
That was, yeah, and the sewing machine was...
What's that about?
The Singer sewing machine was too low for a big-legged
Well, it was on one side.
fella.
I was fine on mine.
So we had to move...
With the bobbin drawer.
So we had to move seats in front of everyone because I couldn't get my legs...
All 6 people.
I couldn't get my legs under the table.
That guy just opened the door, didn't he? Sitting to the table. There's someone knocked on the door and he went open it. He must have worked there or owned it or something.
He did it in a sort of cool guy way. It's
Yeah.
like, I'll handle this.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Showing off to the girls.
Yeah. But I really like it now. It's Holly's favourite, one of Holly's favourite bars. So,
That's good. I liked it.
A couple of cocktails in there.
Better than El Banditos.
El Banditos.
El can't find it, man.
Yeah.
It advertises itself on being impossible to find, and is impossible to find.
Yeah, we couldn't find it.
Couldn't find the door.
We ended up in the back fire exit of someone else.
We ended up pulling the fire exit open for another bar and running away. Shouldn't admit that.
How old are we?
Is that a criminal offence? Breaking and entering? We didn't steal anything.
No, we looked good doing it though. You've got to admit that was. Yeah, no.
Did
it
we?
was awful.
No, we didn't look good doing it.
It was awful.
Went back to Brewdog in the end
The first
for a beer.
The place that we went in first, which we thought was El Bandit Boys, didn't have a great smell about it.
No, it wasn't the nicest place. It was a bit scummy and it had one barman.
Yeah.
The drinks all looked fluorescent. It supposedly served tequila, but...
There was some tequila.
Yeah, there was some, but it wasn't much. It wasn't a very nice looking place. I didn't want to go for a drink there.
Nah.
And there was only one spare seat.
I was kind of glad we walked
It
out.
was
But
game over.
in better news, I did finally try pumpkin beer, which I've been trying to do for about a month now.
Yeah.
Because the Americans, they love the stuff over there, but over here we get... What do we use pumpkins for?
Lanterns.
Carving.
Lanterns.
Lanterns. That's it. In America, they're making pies out of it. They're making drinks out of it.
And anything
what
else? Come on.
Face scrubs?
I don't know.
Probably. That's the avocados. But it's the same deal, isn't it? And I had it... What was the brand? Ballistic Point.
Yeah.
Brewed in aged in a whiskey cask.
Was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it said on the front.
Huh?
It said Scotch
Oh,
style.
is that why the
Yeah.
cover was a skeleton, like, stereotypical Scotsman playing the bagpipes with a silly hat?
Groundskeeper Willie.
Groundskeeper Willie, but a skeleton version,
Yeah.
crushed to the ground.
Yeah, you're not keeping up. Yeah, it was
Weird.
really nice.
Weird beer.
I'd have it again, definitely.
No, look good.
But
Is Brewdog an independent company? Should we have got?
yes,
That's the question. I
it
mean, it is an
is.
independent company, but it's a
But
chain.
when you get so big,
But then isn't Made, because we went to Made.com as well,
yeah,
which could feature, but is it an independent? It's not an independent shop, because there's more than one of them. They're a chain.
it's an if we like it shop. We're getting the guide basically, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
We could go to Size,
But like he said,
and that's owned by JD.
said
But then is that
someone told us, and I can't remember who, that Panna might be looking to open a second place, and when it opens a second place, is it still independent? I mean, it is.
Of course it is.
But then everyone's independent. What's going on?
Unless it's owned by investors.
What does independent mean?
Independent.
Yeah, but how do you know?
Government
You
body.
might have to a government body. What?
Is that alright?
No, that
Oh,
doesn't make any sense.
close.
Well, Tesco's. So it's not an independent.
Well, if it's got the independent spirit.
It's just one of those words, isn't it? It's like
Independent spirit.
artisan. What does that mean?
Oh, don't start with that one. So I heard someone say
Brewdog was craft,
on
but now it's not because it's huge.
The Apprentice the other day. One of the
On
girls
Wednesday.
said
That was last night.
the last week.
Right.
One of the
Was it
girls
start
said
last week? I thought it was
yeah, last week.
didn't I?
One of the girls on there said artisanal,
Artisanal.
which
What would you
Forget
say?
it. Artisan.
Yeah, but artisanal is
It's,
it's of an artisan.
it's not come up in my vocabulary yet.
So, artisanal bread is bread made by an artisan.
I'd probably just say artisan style bread. Probably.
But artisanal is the way.
Oh, so you're saying that every week, are you? Right. Okay.
Well, I don't say it often.
I'll listen out for it.
Yeah, but in London they write, there's newspapers and
I just wouldn't say it.
there's stuff.
They were trying to sell a tuna salad for £9.
What? How's a
So-
tuna salad artisanal?
Exactly. Well, that was
Artisan
because
style.
they made it themselves and they're an independent body.
They're not government
They're an
run.
independent body.
Not the communist apprentice.
Well, we went to Slim's Chop House for a plate of meat, which was I liked some of it. I did like it in a way.
I
Get
like
back to the back. Is that
Sorry.
still running?
Yeah, I like the place. Let's check
It's
it.
because Bodine's has set the bar high, hasn't it? Has that gone off?
No, still recording.
Still, Bodine's has set the bar high for plates of meat, hasn't it?
The thing I really like the setup. It was a nice looking place. Staff were very. I gave them top marks for staff.
How
Very
many
friendly.
thumbs up?
5 thumbs up.
How do you do that?
Because they gave us that card.
No, but you've only got 2 thumbs.
I got 2 of yours and then borrowed someone
Oh,
else's,
okay.
who also agreed.
Fair enough.
I just found the meat was a bit flavourless. It's supposed to be a sort of smokehouse, and it's
That-
not really that smoky.
That
not
mac
really
and
that
cheese
spicy.
was excellent.
Mac and cheese was amazing. Mac and cheese. I'm going to start calling it macaroni cheese because it's macaroni cheese.
Yeah, what is the
when did we start calling it and cheese? Just because Americans do. When I was a kid, we had macaroni cheese. I didn't go, Mum, we're going to have mac and cheese for dinner.
Alright,
It's
I see what you mean. I
stupid.
get what you. I wasn't following
Macaroni
last night.
cheese. Anyway, macaroni cheese was good. Coleslaw was a bit.
Not that nice.
No. bit
Everything
dull.
else, I did like it.
It was just a bit. It was middle of the road. Middle of the road.
Was he going to make the guide then?
I'd tell people they should try it, but
It's nice branding. It's very, very
the peanut factory,
hip.
the
What's that?
pen factory,
Yeah, we haven't been there yet.
the
Where's
pen
that?
factory was very
Where are
good.
you? Yeah.
So there's a lot to.
Okay, so
To,
that was small plates, and then the place yesterday we went to.
Hey,
what was it
hang on.
called?
We went somewhere else for lunch yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That was small plates as well. The Mogolis. What was it called again?
Mowgli's.
Mowgli's.
Macaulay.
That sounds like
weird.
Magoolis.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, that
did
was
small
but that wasn't a
plates.
small plate. That was a tiffin box. I mean, it's essentially
was-
a small dish.
It was Indian.
Yeah. But that wasn't small. That was for one person. We had it for 2.
One Peter Griffin could polish it. No
Yeah.
one else.
That was huge. I wasn't. Are you a fan of those chats?
Didn't mind them. I could only have one really. I had 2.
It's a lot of yogurt.
Yeah,
Bit of an
the
OD
yogurt
on
drink
yogurt.
was too much. But overall, really nice looking place. Don't be
I'm
knocking
surprised. This is going to sound awful. I'm surprised at the quality of food in Liverpool. Because whenever I've been to Liverpool before, I've just eaten in like Jamie Carragher's restaurant, which was terrible. Now it's closed and become a Bill's.
It has in the last 5 years. There was a lot of places
It's gone up.
independent. The faux independent scene.
The independence.
Well, the good like all the places that are popped up. Like, they look
Independent
pretty
tunnel.
decent. It looks like money's been put into them
Yeah.
individually,
Invest in.
especially around the Bold Street area.
Yeah.
Um,
And we've checked out some other places. So we've done cultural stuff.
Well, before we start, I was going to say that the reason why I wanted pumpkin beer is because Vanessa from blog
Yeah.
gets it all the time, and
She
I
lives in
feel like I
America.
was missing. Yeah, she's from Philadelphia. I feel like I was missing out. So it turns out you can only get like 2 in England, the whole of England, and the first one was good. So I'm ready for the second one.
Where's the second one?
Oh no, it is Brewdog. They've got 3. Brewdog would do one.
Yeah, they didn't have any. did they?
Beavertown do one as well.
They'd run out.
All out. There was
So
a big
pumpkin-
rush on
Big rush on
the
pumpkin.
day
beer.
before.
So, so we did food,
Food.
did drink, did some culture, went to the Tate
Yeah.
quickly.
It was very windy this morning, wasn't it?
Not in the Tate, but outside.
That was too much.
Yeah, that was a bit crazy. Didn't like that.
If we had hair, it'd be off, wouldn't it? It'd be off. We had a
Yeah.
comb over straight away.
Bobby Charlton could not walk
Bobby
down the
Charlton.
could not walk down the Mersey shore. Is it a shore? I don't really know.
Him and his brother. That'd be a sight. That'd be a sight for sore eyes.
So yeah, that was good. Cultural stuff. Went to that cathedral. Now that cathedral kicked ass. Did cathedrals
as
kick
cathedrals-
ass? How many thumbs up?
20?
20 thumbs up.
Yeah.
God did well with that one.
I'm not a religious person, but I do like a good church. I like the look of them, and that was that was probably the best one, the coolest one I've been to.
That was very cool. It was very like I said, Logan's Run.
Yeah.
It was sort of like what the future looked like in the 70s.
Mm. When I mean I like a good church, I mean it's design wise.
Yeah, you don't. Not rating
No,
their services,
but we
are you?
went inside it. It was called what was it, Liverpool
Met.
Metropole Cathedral. Metro.
Metro.
Inside was what I could only say was epic, to be honest.
Yeah,
the look of it.
That sort of light.
I described it as the final scene of Deus Ex on the PC from the 90s. Wait, it was though.
I'm sure that's the look they were going for.
And I think in the game I had like bionic arms, and I think I might have had like, you could see through walls, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Great game. Anybody remember that? Am I too
Phone
old?
in on 01874.
Oh, am I too old for that? Yeah.
241.
I mean, sorry, is anyone else too
2
old?
2.
I bet they've done a re-release.
What was their sax? Probably.
There was a few of them. You used to be able to like program robots and make them fight for you. Brilliant. Culture.
Culture. We've done a lot of coffee
Liverpool's
drinking.
Pretty good for culture, actually. But what?
It was City of Culture, wasn't it? Whatever that means.
Coffee.
Bold Street.
Bold Street. What was it?
Golden Square.
No, the caramel short thing.
Caramel shortbread. Oh,
that was out of this world.
But it was.
I could have gone for an extra slice.
Oh really? Couldn't eat another one.
Yeah.
Menswear store.
Weaver's Door, of course, the only one, isn't it? Really.
Accompanied them on a shoot, which was good.
Oh, that was quite cool. Yeah.
Did a shoot of a shoot of a shoot.
And then we're off to see the football tonight.
Whoa.
Right, we're ladding it up in the. You can't wear trainers though, so it's not that windy, is it? It's not on the terraces, is it? You've got to wear brogues.
No. I'm not wearing brogues.
No. But we're off to see Liverpool versus
Ruben Kazam.
Ruben Kazam, as a Kazam.
Yeah.
Tonight, which is pretty
Yeah.
good, isn't it? It's pretty
Press
good.
conference, pitch side.
Yeah, I don't know about the press conference. It's going to be too late.
Down to Matt Buckets on the press side.
Yeah.
See what's cracking on.
You get hit in the head with a football if you're lucky.
Yeah. Maybe get it to go on at half time. They'll introduce us.
We'll go on the pitch and score
they
a penalty.
they always do like a half time show, don't they? They're like, oh, I've got a.
It's not NFL.
No, not a
We're
show.
not
But they sort of get someone on and interview them, like Ian Rush.
Good. That'd be a good one, yeah.
Oh, what is going on with this?
And his candy shirt.
Ian Rush and Matt Buckets are going to talk about football, fashion,
football,
and design. What was your favourite shirt from the 70s, Matt Buckets?
I haven't got one. Not from the 70s.
So speaking of that, we should give a mention to Umbrella magazine, which has accompanied us on this tour in paper form.
Yeah, they
had a thing on football and passport design. I like the passport design.
It's a wicked magazine. Really good. Shout out to my main man Elliot and his sweet potato article.
Yeah, that was quite funny. That made me laugh actually.
Yeah,
good
it
article.
did. I did see you snigger in the corner.
It said he thought his dad had lost the plot when he gave him a sweet potato.
Didn't he say it was like a shriveled turd or something like that? If I remember rightly.
Pretty much. Speaking of that, what about that coffee shop, Central Perk, that was covered in smears?
Smear stains on the windows.
Didn't want to go in this coffee shop because it was covered in. It's like I'm talking to someone now. So whoever's on the other end didn't want to go in a coffee shop because it was covered in dirty smears.
Who is on the other end?
Don't know.
Who listens?
Jax. Holly.
Yeah.
Does your mum listen?
Do you say Holly?
Yeah.
She doesn't listen.
Does she not?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Yeah, but she's got a proper job.
Yeah, that's true.
Not that Jax hasn't.
Jax has got a proper job.
Jax sits at a computer so she can listen to it while she works. Holly can't listen to this while she's giving a lecture.
No, she's not got interest. Who else? We've got a couple of guys from New York that listen.
Global. It's gone global.
And didn't our ruins? They listen to our podcast from the middle of Texas.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
what
nice.
That's
one of my favourite blogs, by far.
It's a good blog.
Our ruins.
Good blog.
Yeah, it
I
makes
don't know
sense.
how they find all those places.
Meticulous research.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I think is missing a lot of the time from the blogging world. I'm as guilty as a lot of
I've got my
people.
sock inside out. That's a nightmare.
Where's that from?
ASOS.
Oh.
It looks like Form and Fred.
It does. It looks like an.
Speaking of Form and Fred, are you wearing a pair right now?
Yep.
Best socks in town.
They are very nice socks. They're very comfortable. Well, I'm going to take them off because.
I've swapped. I had green ones on.
Actually, I might just keep these on. You know.
Yeah, a bit football, aren't they? A bit laddie. Laddie socks.
What do you mean they're a bit football? How's a sock a bit football?
If it's got a pint on it.
A pint?
Yeah, like a pint glass for Tuesday.
I
You know.
remember my mum bought me a load of black socks with luminous coloured toes so that you could pair them up.
Mm.
But what does it matter?
Doesn't.
If you get 20 black socks, does it matter if the pairs they come out of the packet in are the pairs you ultimately wear them
Not
with?
really.
No one's going to notice.
But skipping past the Liverpool stuff, what else have you been up to?
Socks.
What else have you been up to? Anything interesting?
Me, I went to the Observer Food Monthly Awards last week. Courtesy
Linked in nicely that Buckets was in the Observer.
Yeah.
Which
But
is not actually
who
linked.
published it? Who wrote that? Who put you in the Observer?
Pinterest.
They wrote the piece?
I think. Well, no. The Observer wrote it.
Right.
Pinterest sourced me, interviewed me, and they passed it on to the Observer.
Right, okay. So you don't know the person at the Observer who read it?
I could find it on email, but...
No, it's interesting. There was no one there, I don't think, from that part of the Observer.
I can't think what else I've been up to.
Got to say, courtesy of Grand Padano cheese.
Is this podcast brought to the viewers, the listeners by the cheese company?
Grand Padano. No, because I haven't eaten any cheese and I didn't bring any with me. They gave me a huge wheel of cheese. It'd never have fit in my bag.
Have we seen anybody funny on the trip? Because this is what the listeners like to hear.
The beatboxing guy, who was terrible.
Beatboxing guy, who's that?
Yesterday there was a guy beatboxing
Crap.
and he was just spitting into a microphone. And I don't mean spitting in the sort of gangster way they say spitting. I mean he literally was dribbling into a microphone.
Yeah.
He sounded like the beatboxing bird from the first Direct advert, which I think is a rubbish advert, but I do remember.
Don't remember that.
And we saw the tramp who was shouting into one of those voice changers that didn't have any batteries in, so it didn't change his voice.
He's always there. He's there every time I come to Liverpool.
No.
It's not nice. But I mean, again, in my head, I don't think we've seen anything terribly funny.
No, not that.
Or amusing.
It's a weekday.
Yeah.
There aren't that many people around.
Well, I'm trying to think what I've been up to lately. Have we been anywhere? Been away anywhere?
We what made me laugh yesterday? The gentleman's club called Mole Teasers works on so many levels.
Yeah, I mean that nearly drew us in. that was working.
The promise of honeycomb.
Yeah.
Is it honeycomb? It's not honeycomb, is it?
Chocolate balls in the strip club.
Mole balls.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. What have we got coming up on Buckets?
We did a piece published today, hot off the press, that I doubt many people have read because we haven't promoted it much.
No.
Yeah, we are going to. Salted. Which I think, and I'll say it now, it's a bit different for Buckets. It's food related. Do we cover food much?
Not really.
Oh, seriously, my phone's knackered.
No, it's working.
Oh, no, it's working.
1, 2, Middle Earth.
No, it's 22 minutes. No one's listening this far. We could literally slag off everyone we know in an alphabetical list.
Yeah.
And no one.
Yeah.
Adams might hear it.
Oh, that Elliot. Oh, he's what an idiot.
That's not alphabetical.
Oh, yeah.
That's like A.
Oh, I don't know any A's.
Aaron.
Don't know any.
He'd come first because he's a double A.
Clever.
I'm not slagging him off. He's a really nice guy.
Clever for a blog name, isn't it?
But how many times do you get an alphabetical list of blogs?
On blog rolls. They're always A at the top, aren't they? Our Buckets and Spades.
So Salted, yeah. We don't cover food much, but I was intrigued because it said it was the Netflix of food, and I do like food.
Yeah.
And I started watching it, and it was actually some very interesting... Put that down quietly. Very interesting food videos.
Yeah.
Of actual... Not... As I said in the piece, which everyone who listens will have read, I'm getting sick and tired, I tells you, of TV shows where the food... where it's all celebrity focused, and it's all a show, it's a game, it's like... and you know someone's gone and fiddled with the oven on the cake to make it collapse, or trip them up, or gone and like changed the... Yeah, they watched one the other day and they were making ice cream. Not ice cream, they were doing some goat's cheese thing, and overnight they had to leave it, and then in the morning they went, someone unplugged it last night. I went, who did that?
This sounds like one particular show.
That was Great British Menu, and then there was Great
British Menu?
Yeah. Everything's Great British now. Great
British sewing classes.
Yeah, they're doing that. They're doing a fishing one now as well.
And they're doing pottery.
Yeah, pottery, that was it. Great British...
Pottery.
That could be bake-off, because you bake pottery. Yeah. Great British pot-off.
So, when's the Great British blog-off?
Blog-off.
Yeah, you have to do 10 blog posts in an hour.
Surely you'd be the Paul Hollywood. Is that his name? Yeah.
I'm not being Paul Hollywood.
Yeah.
He cheated on his wife. I'm not having any of that action.
You don't have to be that. What about... Okay, you're Mary Berry. I can't say her name.
Mary
Berry.
She does wear a good jean.
You could be her, who would be Paul Hollywood? Because you could be like the established blogger who's casting his eye over the new.
Why am I the woman?
The newcomers. Well, you're not. You're just all right. You're the Alan Sugar. It doesn't matter.
And okay,
You're the honcho.
so who? So they've got are they both chefs? Is Paul Hollywood a chef?
Baker. They're both bakers.
Bakers. So what's the difference between them?
Well, she's a lady.
Is he more of a
Older.
food critic?
No. He owns a bakery. Does bacon in Liverpool. He's Scouse, isn't he? Not with that tan.
So you want to pick me and someone else?
Two bloggers, basically. That's what you need.
It'd be nice to have a girl, wouldn't it? To break it up. About Lucy. Your mate Lucy.
Yeah.
What was the last name? Curly.
I don't think that's her last name, is it?
Lucy Curly. Me and Lucy Curly, both from the north.
Yeah.
That would go down well on telly, I think.
Yeah.
They do like that on telly. She's like the Warrington.
Do you know who can present?
Vibe. Present.
And it ties. No. But you're the judge. You know who could do it?
Yeah. Me and Lucy then. Yeah.
Sam, because he's written jokes for Mel and Sue as well. So it ties him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our man Sam Mongoose.
Sam Mongoose is the presenter. I love this show already. Let's pitch it. It's Channel 5.
And who else?
Let's start live.
Who's the other one? Sam and...
He's got a sidekick. His girlfriend.
It's like someone not as funny.
Right, Mel and Sue works. Funny, and you need the straight man. I'm producing it, so I can't.
What do you mean straight man?
Well, you always have like the comedy duo, don't you? You have like the funny zany one, and then you have the sort of like the one that they bounce off.
Yeah.
So you think of
Little and Large.
oh yeah, but the two aren't really that funny
Vic
from
and
the
Bob?
70s. Morecambe
and Wise.
Sort of like funny when comedy was just
Vic and Bob are better,
rubbish.
by far.
Well, yeah, because there's more modern stuff about it.
Right, so, alright, yeah, sounds good. Me and Lucy.
Yeah.
And Sam.
The Great British Blog Off.
Yeah.
Can't call it that because that's GBBO again.
GBBO. GBBO.
GBBO. Great British Blog Off.
Alright, we've gone off piste.
Yeah, but I think that's a good idea. I think bloggers don't do enough research, and I think Aaron ruins. I'm not slagging people off. There's no one I could name, and I count myself in that. I know I wasn't even talking about that, was I? We were talking about Salted.
Well, no, yeah, but...
Have you watched the videos?
Yes, yeah, they're cool. It's cool. I watched the one with the guy who did the best breakfast sandwich.
That was good. That looked really good.
Yeah,
I want to make it. It oozed. And it was so oozing. He had to show you in making it also how to eat it.
I watched the cocktail one as well.
Yeah, which one?
It was a lady standing on a balcony.
Yeah, so sort of Irish. She's not Irish American, but she's Irish and lived in America so long. She's got this sort of like Californian Irish accent.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I did like.
Did she make something with tequila, like blood orange? Yeah, that was really good.
The one thing I liked about it, which I wasn't actually expecting, was the fact that every video was separate to itself. As in, it was shot in a different place.
Yeah. It's not just
independently.
It's not just like one kitchen, but there's all their own kitchens. You see people like.
Well, the guy who did the bacon butty was like in a shack.
Yeah.
I like that.
But there was one guy that I was watching, and he's making like the best burger. I think it was a burger, and his mate came along and asked him to move so we could get some tomatoes. Hey, I'm filming here.
Oh, don't do that. I haven't done an accent actually. So shall we give one a go?
You've got to do my accent that you were slagging off earlier.
Yeah, that's my job. So I was watching Fargo the other day.
We haven't got long, you know.
No, we've got to get a move on. We've got to get a shirt signed.
No, I mean, for the podcast, we've got like a minute and a half.
Oh, right.
So wrap up with
So
end on a high.
I've been watching Fargo, and that's in Minnesota. But it may as well be in Canada. Because they sound dead similar.
You did Canada before.
Yeah, but these guys are all about, they say, okay, like that, okay. They do a lot of that, especially in Fargo.
Sounds like...
okay.
It sounds Finnish.
Yeah, well, it sounds Scandinavian. Apparently, loads of Scandinavians moved over, and 24% of the Minnesota population are from Scandinavia.
Americans always say that, though. They're not. They don't know where they're from.
I checked it out.
Yeah, but they don't. They always go, I'm Irish.
I had a reliable source. Yeah. Wikipedia.
There was like a stat that said there's so many Americans claim they're Irish that if it was actually true, Ireland would have had to have there's more people. Yeah, not enough people.
Not enough space.
No, there'd have to be
not enough people.
In like the history of Ireland, there had to be like 20 times more people there.
Well, I've got a little test for you. What else is in Minnesota?
And they're all called like
what else is in Minnesota? What do you wear a lot of that is from Minnesota?
Brand.
Yeah.
Red Wing.
Yep.
I don't wear a lot of them. I've got one pair. But
Well, you wear it a lot of the time.
Yeah, good boots.
Yeah,
strong, sturdy stuff.
But my accent was okay.
You've done it.
Oh yeah.
But you can't say anything else in it. It's not really it.
And the guy and Ted Danson's in it, and he says a funny line. There's like a murder happened, guts are out everywhere, and he says, "Well, this is a deal." That's not really an accent though. That's more just Ted Danson.
No, that was terrible as well. What? This is a deal.
It's just the way he says it. It's all the Minnesota. They're crazy over there.
Hilarious. Anyway, so
we've got to go and iron our jeans.
I'm not ironing jeans. I'm wearing them. I might have a shower. Iron my shirt. Got 20
We haven't got
minutes.
enough time.
What, to have a shower and iron a shirt?
Yeah, we've got to go.
But we've got a meter at 5. We're not leaving till 5:15.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't need to
think
discuss
that's
this in
time.
front of the audience. So, see you later, kids.
Thanks for listening. Until next time. Hey. That's the outro.